It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road. Sixth game of the season for them, and when you're 4-1 already, you've got a good feeling about each game.
And seeing where the Rockets are, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standing.
True, but do you believe they're still not elite? There isn't any squad that won't have a few down periods over the course of the season. I'm not going to be shocked if they're back on top before the end of the year.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, undisputed.
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage of it.
I love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the point. Turner with the screen. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Over in the corner, Lillard over Paul. Lillard misses. And here's Houston. Stolen by McCollum. And Turner kicks to McCollum. Back to Turner. Tipped away. It's Lillard, top of the key for the 3. Here's Nurkic. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Baseline J on the way and misses it off the right side of the rim. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Poke loose. It's stolen by Anthony. Harden the pass to Paul. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Paul's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Houston. As many expected him to, Carmelo Anthony choosing to opt into his contract, but his stay in Oklahoma City still came to an end.
You know, it was pretty clear that Melo and the team just didn't mesh. OKC made the choice to let him go and save on the luxury tax. Melo might not be worth max money anymore, but he could still be a factor with this team.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State, you know, he acts as a utility night for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like when he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Paul kicks to Harden. There's the triple. Aminu grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Takes it from 10. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McCollum's got his first bucket of the night.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
From deep, Harden connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Lillard against Paul. Lillard dishes to McCollum, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Reese Harkless comes in for Evan Turner. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Lillard misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Here's Harkless. Portland again missing. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The 3 from Anthony. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 5.
Well, he's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Nick Stauskas is checked in for the Trailblazers. Seth Curry comes in for Lillard. Now here's Gordon. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
And the defense knows what Eric Gordon can do, but still got it to fall over their outstretched arms.
Leonard with a screen on Carter Williams. Curry passes to Leonard. They get it back. McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 7.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Harkless with the steal. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Stauskas with the bucket.
Unbelievable finish with the defense right on top of him. That takes a ton of focus.
Well, a lot to love about the Blazers' 2017-18 season, but it ended on a very sour note.
Well, they were a surprise third team in the West last year. It was so tightly grouped. Things shook out for Portland to end up with home court advantage, but eventually swept out of the playoffs by a Pelican team that just played at breakneck speed. So getting swept was really hard for the Blazers. They did a lot of good things last year, developed Zach Collins in the later part of the season. But we'll see this year if they make some changes in order to have something more dynamic that they can offer up.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That bucket in no time at all. And it's 8 points for Eric Gordon.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
Here's the pick. McCollum kicks to Leonard. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Portland converting. Rockets trailed by 3. Carter Williams dishes to Smith. Back to Carter Williams. That's tipped. Pass to Tucker. Lets the 3 fly. Passes to Gordon. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Gordon's got 11.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
And here's McCollum for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, that's a quick way to build the lead. But, Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, they've got P.J. Tucker. Gordon is out there with Carter Williams. Then it's Ennis, and it's Smith in at the 5 spot. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Tucker. McCollum with the ball, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Leonard against Gordon. Back to McCollum. There's the pick. Rebounded by Tucker.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right. Doesn't get the finish.
Doesn't go that time. Trailblazers leading by 3. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Carter Williams, the pass to Tucker. The three-pointer, no good. The Trailblazers shooting at 50% in a decent group. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
Now here's Tucker after Mo Harkless's miss. There's Gordon with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Free throw line jump shot. Rockets with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And this has been an area of great improvement for him. McCollum shot under 70% at the line in each of his first 2 seasons, but really picked up his pace since then.
Throw good. McCollum, one of the best shooters in the NBA. Any range, any shot, he can knock it down.
Yeah, a little bit of a down year in 18 for Lillard, but the way that he can score and the efficiency with which he can score is just remarkable. I really like to watch the pace he plays with, Kevin. I mean, he finds spots on the floor to get to and has that length and kind of never sped up sort of mentality on the offensive end. Becomes very, very dangerous.
Back to Lillard, takes the 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
That's good focus from the Bosnian Bear, getting down there. Nurkic finding the open man with ease.
Paul kicks to Nene. It's stolen by Aminu. Lillard with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And now a 7-point Portland lead. Shot from 16. Harden, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Nurkic, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. James Harden, third.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Now, here's Nene. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. There's a screen. Paul for three. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Got that one up quick. That's now 8 points for James Harden.
Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like it if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. Here is Paul. Al Farouk Amino picking up that last basket. Harden outside. Pass to Anderson. Paul outside. And it's sent back by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball from 17 feet out. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
To the middle, Turner with the steal. 58 seconds left in the first half. McCollum dishes to Turner. Aminu with a screen for Turner. Here's Nurkic. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead. Lillard against Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard, the pass to Curry. Here's the three. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Aminu. Lillard's got his third basket of the night. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. And there's the pass to Harden. Can they get it? Good work defensively by Lillard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
But he recovers it. Nurkic a screen on Paul. And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. He can't get it to go. Up in time. And no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2K. C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 assist. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
When C.J. McCollum was drafted, who predicted that he would become a star? Most scouts thought he'd be a good player and that he could do a lot of things at an above-average level. But his efficiency as a scorer is elite.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that's all we have.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. And here are the Rockets now. Last season, Damian Lillard continuing to put up big numbers. Took a while for him to find his groove, but he eventually got there.
Yeah, a lot of chatter last year about Lillard switching up his diet, going vegan for a little while, and then he switched back. Said he was losing a little bit too much in terms of his total body weight, and felt like he needed to get some of that strength back.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Kicks it out to Paul. Here's the 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 6 points for Chris Paul.
I see you, young fella. Nice answer there.
Yeah, look out. We got a long-range duel about to happen.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Paul can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Turner, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Lillard kicks to Stauskas. Back to Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Aminu. Now Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Rockets with the rebound. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Ryan Anderson. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Just sticking with the play, Chris Paul there determined to make something happen. Maintains his focus all the way through that one.
Turner against Anthony. Shots good by Turner.
Timeout.
Turner's got his second bucket of the night. Now a timeout called by Houston. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back 9 of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Nene. P.J. Tucker comes in for Ryan Anderson. Ennis, he's checked in for Anthony. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Paul. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Carter-Williams with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. Carter Williams against Lillard. There's the dish to Harkless. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Screen by Smith. Harden has a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 11 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Stauskas' shot is off. Rockets trail by 14. 1:58 left here in the third quarter. Smith against Leonard. Here's Ennis. From outside, off the mark. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Lillard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Leonard against Smith. He kicks to Ennis. Passes it to Tucker for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Tucker's got his second bucket.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And Portland with a change here too. Curry's checked in. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Lillard misses off the left iron. Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Gordon.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Fires from deep. Rebound by Smith.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Gets it down to single digits. Gordon's got 15 points.
And when you're as good a scorer as Eric Gordon is, you relish the opportunity to go one-on-one on offense.
Stolen by Tucker. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gordon with another miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Shots good by Turner.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Gordon dishes to Smith. Outside Gordon. From deep, Harden. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Ryan Anderson out there with Anthony. Then it's Nene, and at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Trailblazers leading by 8. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Paul passes to Nene. Gordon inside, guarded by Kirk. The three. The shot by Anthony, no good. Portland's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin, I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here. Yeah, well, he said, ask Brent about the referee.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Another miss by Houston. Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's Curry. Finished off the break.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. To halt the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards. I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Curry kicks to Nurkic to the wing right side. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He'd never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo P, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
It's stolen by Curry, and now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Rockets trailed by 21. Anthony, no one around, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Lillard against Paul. Releases. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Gordon with no one around. No good from outside.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Aminu against Anderson. There's Gordon with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Nurkic. Pass to Harkless. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Portland. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's an 18-point game.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Paul dishes to Nene. And there's the pass to Anthony. And here's Harden for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 14 points for James Harden.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
from downtown hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Turner with the screen. Lillard against Paul. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. 22 points for Damian Lillard.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Well, he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw good, Nurkic. And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Outside Turner. Using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
The team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. You're ready to do battle.
Pass to Stauskas. Inside, Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Again, the miss by Harden. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Now here's Harden, guarded closely. They set the pick. To stop the run, it's off. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.